Hello, sixth graders. Welcome to lesson 6.4, Transform Units. In this lesson, you will be given situations in which you will need to use the units in the word problem in order to find the solution. Let's get started. A car's gas mileage is the average distance the car can travel on 1 gallon of gas. So most cars, when you hear them advertised, they will often refer to miles per gallon. So when you're thinking about purchasing a car, you always want to get a car that has more miles for every gallon of gas, so that way you don't have to go to the gas station and spend as much money as frequently. Maria's car has a gas mileage of 20 miles per gallon. How many miles can Maria travel on 9 gallons of gas? So knowing that she gets 20 miles for every 1 gallon, our job is to figure out how many miles can she travel with 9 gallons of gas. So I'm going to set up my rate of 20 miles for every 1 gallon. And since I know that I want the answer, the unit at the end to be how many miles, I want to make sure that I set up this conversion factor so that way when I cross multiply or things like that, that I end up with miles as my answer. So therefore, I'm going to put 9 gallons as my numerator and 1 as my denominator. That way, when I cross multiply, I get rid of that gallon unit and I'm simply left with miles unit. And I can multiply 20 miles times 9, which gives me 180 miles, which is the number of miles that she can travel on 9 gallons of gas. Let's try another one. The material for a rectangular awning has an area of 315 square feet. The width of the material is 5 yards. What is the length of the material in feet? And here's a little hint that if you remember that the area of a rectangle is length times width. So let's get started. We have area of 315 feet. And the width is 5 yards, and our job is to find the length in feet. So I'm going to set this up as this awning. Oops. And I know that the width is 5 yards, and the area is 315 square feet. So I need to figure out this length here. First thing I need to do is change that 5 yards into feet, so that way I can then use that to find the length. So setting up my conversion, 5 yards for every 1, and I know that there are 3 feet in 1 yard. Let me put my yard. 3 feet for every 1 yard, so that way when I cross multiply, I can get rid of that unit, yards, and now I'm just simply multiplying 5 times 3 feet, which gives me 15 feet. So 5 yards is the same as 15 feet. Now I know that in order to find the area, 315 is equivalent to 15 times some value. Well, I can use inverse operations and divide my area by my width to find the length. So 315 divided by 15 twice, and 1, and that works out nicely. All right, so this 21 is the length in feet. So 21 feet is the length. So in this lesson, you have learned how to use the different units in order to problem solve. All these problems are real world life situations that you'll have to encounter. So this is wonderful practice and great use of converting units. There are no practice problems, so enjoy the rest of your day.